As the sanitation worker strike continues, dumpsters and cans are overflowing with trash. What you can do if your trash is piling up.
Plus, new details about the autopsy of the wrong-way driver who hit and killed 2 San Diego police detectives.
Ringing in the new year from the gas lamp despite a spike in COVID cases. We tell you how businesses plan to celebrate.
COVID cases are rising among TSA employees. We have the latest.
When it came to claims and rumors about COVID-19, it was a busy year for the Verify team. Their top 5 COVID stories of the year.
We'll tell you how you can help some of our communities most vulnerable.
And if you're looking for safe and socially distant fun, the drive-thru where you can get up close with the dinosaurs. News 8 starts right now.
San Diego County sees the biggest number of new daily COVID-19 cases since the start of the pandemic. Good evening, I'm Richard Allen in for Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. 5,976 new cases are being reported tonight by County Health. That is a huge jump from the 3,653 reported yesterday. And to give you even more perspective, the total number of daily cases is the highest recorded number since January of this year, almost a year ago, when we saw 4,550 new cases on a single day. And remember, that was before vaccines were widely available. The 7-day average positivity rate is now 14.5%, and that is up from 12.4% just the day before. This is a surge that is being seen across the country, affecting everything from college bowl games to New Year's Eve parties and festivities in major cities.
That's right. San Francisco has canceled plans for its fireworks show. Atlanta, Georgia's Peach Drop event is also canceled, and New York's Times Square celebration is moving forward, but with a scaled-back crowd. The CDC is advising against cruise travel regardless of your vaccination status.
This thrust with Omicron over the next 6 to 8 weeks is so significant. Please, just let's get us through this one. And then I think we're going to see a light at the end of the tunnel through the rest of the year.
Federal officials recommend getting tested before a gathering and then again a few days later to make sure you weren't exposed.
Despite dramatically climbing COVID cases in San Diego County, New Year's Eve events here are still selling out. Many businesses that canceled parties last year say they're working to find what they say are safe ways for people to come together and celebrate.
News 8's Heather Hope spoke with a couple restaurants about their plans.
The gas lamp businesses we talked to said they are not going to let COVID cancel their plans for another year in a row. Many say they're going full ahead with their steak and lobster dinners, their champagne cocktail countdowns, and their rooftop parties, all in hopes of it being a safe celebration.
Big preparations are underway in the gas lamp quarter for New Year's Eve.
A 5-course meal and champagne and the most wonderful jazz that San Diego has to offer.
At Il Sogno Italiano Fine Dining and Music, Sasha Boutros says their reservations booked fast.
We're almost sold out. We've got a few seats in the earlier seating, and we have live music on both sets and 7 days a week live music program.
Sasha, a Grammy-nominated singer herself, will perform live on New Year's Eve with a full lineup of musicians. She says the business is taking all the necessary COVID precautions.
It will be safe here, and we'll be taking temperatures at the door, and people will be wearing their masks, and we will be as safe as we can be.
Down the street at 5th and G, Greystone Steakhouse is gearing up for its celebration.
We are sold out, but there's a few spots available on GreystoneSteakhouse.com to make reservations.
Sarah Arjman says despite climbing COVID numbers to nearly 6,000 cases yesterday, many businesses are making the most of the holiday.
We were closed last year. That was the first year in 22 years we had to close on New Year's Eve, so we are very, very excited to be open.
With a steak and lobster menu, masks will be required indoors.
At midnight, everyone gets a party favor, complimentary champagne, and the countdown, so it's a big party here.
The Gaslamp Quarter boasts a full one-stop shop entertainment and dining location with New Year's parties and dinners at nearly every business on the block.
We're really excited to go to like a wine lounge area, we think, so it should be fun.
County health officials are urging San Diegans to avoid large New Year's parties. One local doctor suggests shifting New Year's Eve gatherings to a later date to not overwhelm hospital staff and help decrease the uptick in Omicron cases.
There's a big chance, real possibility of bringing Omicron to that party. And
Friends traveling from New York City say they're hoping to keep COVID in the back of their minds while ringing in 2022.
We're all vaccinated, so we feel good about that and just hoping for good health next year.
Heather Hope, CBS 8.
The garbage is piling up 2 weeks now into the sanitation workers' strike with Republic Services.
That's right. Negotiations continued today, but News 8's Brian White has advice for residents still in need of trash pickup services.
With trash piling up for people serviced by Republic Services, dumpsters like this one in Normal Heights are starting to overflow, and it's creating a big mess. These guys are cheering for the trash truck as it makes a much-needed pickup off Seacoast Drive in Chula Vista. According to Republic Services, they're trying to make progress on trash pickups throughout San Diego County. This University Heights resident told me that this dumpster was overflowing Wednesday before Republic Services made the rounds along this alleyway after several weeks of trash piling up.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Overflowing trash. It was piled, probably way higher than it should be, and it was piled up next to it.
News 8 viewers sent in these photos showing trash piled up around their dumpsters that have yet to be picked up.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
While the sanitation worker strike continues over union contract negotiations, Republic Services has brought in a team of Blue Crew relief drivers, which is their national response team of drivers and mechanics from around the country. They're making progress, but some pickups are still delayed.
Accumulating trash is a safety issue.
Jose Izea is a spokesperson for the city of San Diego, and he wants to make sure people know that the San Diego's Environmental Services Department only handles trash pickups for single-family homes. Most apartment buildings and businesses use private trash collection services like Republic or Edco. These dumpsters and trash cans in Normal Heights were overflowing Thursday, and people are noticing the mess.
Cans are overflowing with the lids are up. It's a mess. The longer this goes, the worse it's going to get.
Republic Services encourages any customers with urgent trash issues to contact their main customer service line to arrange an emergency pickup. And with all the rainy weather lately, it's especially important to keep trash contained.
Overflowing trash can clog our storm drains and create backups. It can float out into our bays and oceans and create problems.
In San Diego, I'm Brian White for News 8.
Glad that some of that is getting cleared out. And if you've been impacted by the strike, we want to see and share your photos of the trash situation. Is it happening in your neighborhood? It's happening in Richard's neighborhood.
It is. I understand. And Carlene's as well, I understand.
Yeah,
it's affecting a lot of people.
Yeah, there are a lot of interesting trash photos out there. If you want to upload some of yours, pictures, videos, you can do it right through our News 8 app. Just click on that little Near Me feature on the bottom right hand of the screen there, and you can share them with us.
And we could still see a little more rain tonight, but no more umbrellas for the time being.
I was just thinking all that trash with more of that rain could have washed a lot of it into our storm drains, so it's good that Mother Nature didn't hit us with yet another round.
Yeah, LA can't say the same thing. North of us, everyone else is dealing with a completely different story. But we really just dodged the brunt of the storm system. So we are still looking at a chance for some showers, but what we are seeing out there is some cloud cover. We're looking at some high clouds west from Mount Woodson. We saw those high clouds moving in earlier today. Now we are starting to see an influx of moisture moving in across Chula Vista. So we're not in the clear just yet. It just wasn't as stormy as what was expected for today. So we are still seeing some showers in the forecast, just not heavy rainfall. So we are seeing that activity move in towards Chula Vista. A lot of it just encompassed the rest of Southern California earlier today. So why didn't we get it? Well, in San Diego County, we dodged the brunt of the storm system because most of that moisture went well towards the north of us as the system stalled out. Didn't see that one coming. So because we had this system stall out, a lot of that moisture just kind of went around us. Now this storm system will continue to move towards the east, moving over northern Baja, so we're not done with rain chances. It's just going to be lighter stuff. We'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Richard, Marcella.
All right, thanks, Carlene.
A wrong-way crash near the border that killed 2 San Diego police officers this past summer has been ruled an accident.
The county medical examiner's office found neither evidence of alcohol nor drug abuse in its investigation. News 8's Steve Fiorina has more on how one of those officers is being remembered tonight.
It's ironic that the medical examiner's report came out on the exact same day that Jamie Huntley Park is being honored at a Los Angeles Kings hockey game. She was a highly regarded official, and her family will be there as she is recognized as one of the heroes of the game. Jamie Huntley Park and her husband Ryan Park were detectives for the San Diego Police Department, both killed in a horrific head-on crash the morning of June 4th. A wrong-way driver was speeding north on southbound I-5 and slammed her Honda Civic into the park's city-owned Ford Fusion, instantly killing all three. Sandra Daniels was a 58-year-old diabetic from Ramona. She had just gone to the Naval Medical Center for an insulin shot, but apparently got confused while driving home. Her husband said she would go too far on Interstate 5 and get too close to the border, and that she was known to exit the interstate and return on the opposite side. That Friday morning, a dash cam caught video of her car coming the wrong way on the freeway, and moments later came the tragic crash. The medical examiner autopsy detected a trace of the anxiety medication diazepam and metabolites, no alcohols, and her glucose level was in the normal range. The verdict? Death due to multiple blunt force injuries. It was an accident. Daryl Daniels believes his wife had a sudden reaction to low blood sugar, referring to what he saw in the dash cam video.
The fact she had that window down told me that she was burning up, and I believe she was probably, within a minute or so of passing out. I just wish she would have hit the median, instead of crashing into someone. And our hearts just go out to the families of the people that died.
The memorial for Jamie and Ryan included an impressive law enforcement motorcade and many heartfelt words of tribute, including this from Superior Court Judge Robert O'Neill, a longtime family friend.
Good people, salt of the earth. And the citizens have lost two top-notch police officers.
Ryan's brother Justin told us of his pride and his love for the couple.
For Ryan to have found somebody so kind and for them to find each other, it also just makes sense.
Ryan had joined the SDPD homicide unit. Jamie was a nationally renowned hockey referee and director of officiating for USA Hockey. Her family had hoped to accompany her to the Olympics next year. Rather, a different kind of honor tonight with the Kings. Steve Fiorina, News 8.
Thanks, Steve. Tonight, a memorial is growing at the site where 4 people died in a tragic plane crash Monday night. The victims of the crash have been identified as Julian Jorge Bugay, Douglas James Grande, Lori Gentz, and Tina Ward. Flowers and photos of the victims are being placed by family and friends at the crash site. It happened near the 1200 block of Pepper Drive in North Mollison Avenue in unincorporated El Cajon. The 2 pilots and 2 nurses were on board the flight headed back to Gillespie Field Airport when the plane went down during landing.